me give everyone a few minutes to file in here. It seems like it usually takes a minute or two for Twitch to kind of pick up. Oh, does it not have the chat? Oh, 1 second. There we go. Something has been added to this Coke Zero that will definitely help with tonight's challenge. I guess I can get started with making the folder. Topaz, I thought about using the giant mug, but I thought that might not help. Alright, let's say we'll give it 30 more seconds, and I'll go take a look at the thing. You need to settle. I'm going to refresh Twitch because I don't see how many people are watching. And I like to know. I like to know how nervous I should be. 5. I should be 5 nervous. Alright. Here we go. All on a single night. Every year, Santa manages to deliver all of his presents in a single night. This year, however, he has some new locations to visit. His elves have provided him. Now, in the back of my mind, I'm now wondering if Santa just goes faster than the Terminator, like the sun, the day, night barrier. Can he just go? Does that count as the same night forever? This year, he has some new locations to visit. His elves have provided him the distances between each and every pair of locations. He can start and end at any 2 different locations he wants, but he must visit each location exactly once. This sounds familiar. What is the shortest distance he can travel to achieve this? Oh boy. Alright, let's just get to work here. I haven't thought about this problem since, like, CS 102. Alright. Oh, that's not so many. That feels like... maybe this is a lot. Alright. You know, I've taken to, taking his test input as well as kind of like a quick check to make sure that it's sane. It being my solution, I guess. Alright, as usual, let's go grab the boilerplate I still haven't extracted out. I should really, like, make this a module or something so I can just start importing stuff. This is all, by the way, still just to appease this main stuff, just to appease Pylon, because it doesn't like me putting stuff not in a function. What? Day 9. We should have gotten Day 9, that StarCraft guy, to sponsor us or something. Okay, oh yeah. We don't need this anymore. At this point, I'm kind of running on autopilot, just kind of like setting up infrastructure I know I'm going to need. Oh, notice that I finally got around to updating this line to strip as we went, just because that was bothering me. Okay, what I'm thinking I want to do... Alright, I think I got it. I'm at that point now. I figure I should narrate this more, because I think some people are watching this who are new to programming. I've got a good feel for what the solution's going to be. I haven't thought it all the way through to be sure that it's going to work. What I'm thinking is this. I want to make a dictionary where each key is one of these each destination that I see. And then the value is going to be another dictionary where the keys are the destinations and the values of those are the distances. So it'll be like a dictionary like London, Dublin, Belfast. And then if you open up London, it would be Dublin 464, Belfast 518. Then what I want to do is I'm going to... So this is the part where I haven't fully thought through yet. I'm going to iterate through an array generated by the keys of the top level one. And as I pick them up... What am I doing? It's like I was going to add them to another array to make sure that I don't duplicate. You know, let's just get going, I guess. Deep Space Nine. Nice. Alright, so let's do this. Cities is that. So we're going to take our line. First of all, let's make sure there's not a butthole and put in like a city with a space in it, like New Ulm. What kind of asshole would live in a place called New Ulm? Alright, that looks fine. Recursion, no, not again. No, we're not. Fuck. We'll see. Let's at least build up their data structure here. Let's not call those such similar things. Start end dist equals line.split. Okay, as usual, we're gonna do a sanity check right off the bat. What? I just typed print. That would have been fun. Too many values to unpack. Really? Oh. Well, yeah, that makes sense. I can do this in one line. One line's not really gross. Use the regex probably. I mean, definitely. Rule on here is no regex, there's no recursion. What? Oh. Maybe the Coke Zero additive was not a good idea. Oh, that's a good one. But then Pilot would yell at me for not using garbage. Okay. Wait, we want test input for now. So let's start building up my data structure here. If start not in cities, And then we're going to say, make that a dictionary. Great. And then we could say if and not in cities start. Actually, yeah, no, that's good, that's good. And we want to say, I mean, we could probably assume that it's not, but yeah, we'll go through, equals list. No, underscore also isn't allowed. Underscore is the devil's plaything. Alright, let's print cities. And it's gonna be all ugly because I'm not gonna pretty print it. Yeah. That looks... Oh, we want to print it when we're done. That looks good. Oh. We never find out how far it is from Belfast. Okay. So let's see, my first thought would be to iterate once through everything and make sure that all endpoints are also a start point. I'm considering whether or not my dictionary is the wrong way to go, because what we really want is a distance between, it's associative. Distance between A and B and A is the same. So we're storing it like it's one direction. That's not right. So I want to store it in a way. You know what we could do? Do this. That's some data duplication, but that's okay. I don't care. Hey, stop giving me spoilers. You can only give me spoilers when I ask for spoilers. So let's do the... Yeah, so that looks good. Just to be safe. Cam1324, I am working on something... A day's challenge for adventofcode.com, put together by a good friend of mine here, Topaz2078. It's like an advent calendar of programming challenges, started on December 1st, goes to December 25th. Each day has 2 puzzles. You unlock the second puzzle with the first puzzle. They're all Santa themed. And they get harder as you go. Yeah, that's the one. And the real challenge is to finish it before the Coke Zero additive prevents me from finishing it. Alright. So I contend that we have our data structure and we are happy and glad. Now, what we want is we want to find the shortest route between them. Now I could probably just iterate forever. Topaz here suggested recursion. Topaz loves recursion. Topaz loves recursion, which makes this all terrible. No joke, I really feel like I should not have started drinking because it's not much, but it feels like I can't figure this stupid thing out already. So like, we got our data structure. Data structure is good. So now we need to start going through it. So let's just start doing it naively first. Would be a totally naive way to doing this. The worst, most computationally egregious way of doing it would be to, like, generate every permutation of the array of cities, calculate it, find the minimum. And what would that be? Traveling salesman is what? N squared? Or N is roots or N is cities? Probably N is cities. Well, how long is this? No, we can find out. Check this out. Let's go drop in the real input. That's clearly not right. Which means either that was dumb, or I didn't set this up right. Well, how many are there really? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. ARP. 6, 7, 8. Oh, yeah, of course. Why would it be divided by 2? I was thinking of the data duplication, but I didn't really. I saw the word earlier, and I was like, that seems familiar. Oh, Snowden. I recognize that one now, too. I was Ghoulie not on here. Ghoulie? Don't worry about it. So let's think through if we were to brute force this. Yeah, what would that be? 8 factorial permutations? 8! Who was it who said factorials are... Oh, that's a lot. Factorials are someone's attempt to make math look exciting? Okay. 40,000. That's probably fine, but kind of gross. Yeah? Alright. Fine. So now I want to wonder, how do I generate permutations of arrays in Python? There's a cat right here. He just ran by. Two cats is too many. I don't know where the other one is. The trouble one is right there, though, so it doesn't matter. Generating permutations. So let's just do what I would actually do if I didn't feel like people were watching me. Python generate permutations of array. Hey, look at that. Wow. It pays to Google. Wow. Let's play with this. Or rather... So I just fired up an interactive session of Python because I got an idea, I found a thing, and I want to see if this is even on the right track at all. Does this thing do what I want? I'm not going to bother writing it into my actual program yet because maybe this is totally crazy. I'm just going to play around with it a little bit on the side, just for a second, to see how it behaves. And that behaves pretty much exactly like I want. Feeling better. Feeling better about this whole project here. Can't talk, but can code. So let's, from Editor Tools, import permutations. So as long as I switch this back to test input, excuse me, we can do one of these for root in permutations cities.keys. We're gonna print root. Good. So now what we want to do is I want to make a function that's going to calculate the distance of that root. So we're going to do, actually I probably don't even need to. So I'm only ever going to call it right here. It'd probably be cleaner to do that, and if this is a real thing I'd do it that way so I could test it independently. But I don't expect to have to do this calculation in more than one place. So I'm just going to go ahead and do it right in place. I might move it later if I run up against this the edge of the screen and Pilot gets mad at me. So length equals 0 for city in cities root. We need to go deeper. For source in root, and for then I want to go through all these. Okay, so what do we got? We're gonna get this list of cities, and for each city we're gonna go in and look at the cities in its list or its dictionary there, and we're gonna add the length, the distance to that place. So so let's go through this again just to help follow here. Permutations here is going to very kindly generate for us a list of all permutations of the list of keys, and the keys are our starting cities. So we're going to start with a root of 0, length of 0. For each source in the root, so each starting city, we're going to go through and grab its destination cities. In fact, let's make that more clear. I'm partially using different names here because I think Pylint will yell at me if I reuse them. Although it is the same scope, because I think it's function scope in Python. Topaz will correct me on that, even though it doesn't know Python. How does scope work in Python? So we're gonna find out, okay, so we're London at this point. So London, for each destination in London, which is gonna be like Belfast and, what was the other one? Dublin. For Belfast and Dublin, you're gonna go look up the length. We're gonna add up, this will store the value of that length. Great. So then what we're gonna do, we need a way to track these permutations. And I don't know if they're gonna be in the same order every time. So I want a way to store the permutation. Best root equals none for now. What? I was saying, I brought up scope because I was considering calling this, oh, I guess I didn't even call it that. So I can call it dest. Well, that'd be confusing if I use dist. I was saying I called this destination instead of just dest, because I was thinking I already used dest, and one of my arbitrary goals is that Pylint passes all this more or less without changing anything. So I thought it would yell at me for recycling that in a different scope. But I don't think Python has scope like that anyway. Anyway, that's a total tangent. What we're going to do... Should this be a bunch of 9s or a -1? Let's do -1. Alright. So that's kind of setting the stage for where we're going to save this. And what we're going to do... Oh, no, wait. Yeah. Okay, great. Those are underscores in the appropriate context. Not on their own, as some kind of unholy secret variable that no one understands except Larry Wall and his nightmare fever dreams. Alright. So that should be the length of the root. So if... I just typed so because I was speaking. If, so first, if best length equals -1, or... That's a dumb thing to put in a conditional. Let's assume a bunch of 9s is going to be it, alright? So if length is less than best length, best root equals root. Great. Okay. So I contend that this is going to print that. In fact, I can even do one better. Ready? Check this out. So I should print exactly that. If I didn't... oh, you're right. See, that would have been a fun thing for me to not figure out. What? Oh, I missed what Panda said. I can't do Soko and Lime anymore, but my body finally forgot that vodka is pure poison, so I can drink that again. Sometimes. Oh, no. Oh, okay, fine. Let's make an int on the way in instead of the way out, so we have a proper data structure. Bonus points if anyone thought of that. Oh. Fine, I can deal with that. I christen you a list. Finest list in the land. Frickin'. Oh, this is Python, so it's backwards. It's like, is it JavaScript that's backwards like this too? I actually kind of like it this way. That's not even close to right. Did I do it backwards? So let's print it. That's not useful. Oh my god, that's not even useful. That's not useful either. I'm trying to see if I did something dumb due to duplication. That sure looks like I did. No, I did something dumb somewhere in here. Let's take a look at the data structure again, and I'm going to take the time to go look up Python pretty print, because it's not that hard. Speaking of pretty print, here comes the cat. Oh, he says hello. He says hello to the internet. Here, you sit up here. No? Fine. Where are you trying to go? You came from that direction. so we're going to import that. And I'm also going to define a useless variable here. So pilot lint will yell